Now I need a little spoonful of sumac. Yeah, it's too much. Ah. Sumac intro part 1. Ooh, okay. Hello everybody, I'm Eddie from Eddie's Grocer and we are here at the Grocer in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. So let's get started today. We're gonna be talking all about sumac. It's funny because I recently learned how sumac is made like in the past 3 years. I never knew that it came from a plant, but it comes from a plant that comes from the cashew family, but it's not a nut whatsoever. What's great about it is that it's like kind of like juniper berries on a plant, and they dry them and then the sumac kind of falls off of it and then they dry that. And that's how you get this beautiful, citrusy type of seasoning. And what's so delicious about sumac is not only is it lemony, but it's also salty as well. But it also has a red dye to it. It kind of turns other things red as well when you add it. Sumac really originates from the Middle East, mainly is found in Turkey, but it also makes its way to Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, and Jordan. One of my fondest memories of sumac is the kak trolley is what I like to call it. So kak is like a Lebanese thin bagel, I would say, and the kak guy would have a trolley and he would go around my town screaming kak, kak, and I would always run downstairs with $1 in my hand ready for it. And what the best part is that he would serve the kak with a small bag of sumac. I would open it up and just put it all in my mouth, and it just made it so my mouth would tingle from all the citrus. It's almost like eating a Sour Patch Kid, and it just tasted so good, but it was like the bottom of the barrel type of sumac. It had so much citrus in it, it would like numb my mouth. But now that I've grown up and I've been able to find sumac again, I realized that was the taste that I was craving and missing, and now I love to cook with it with so many different ways. So we're gonna start off by making a sumac dressing, which is kind of the first way and the first time I ever tasted sumac was with this dressing. And we're gonna take that dressing and make a fatoush salad. Fatoush salad is a quintessential Lebanese salad. So what do you say? Let's get started. Now, this lemon vinaigrette is what I like to call it, is the base of this dressing, and then we add the sumac to it. So I'm gonna squeeze about a cup of lemon, and what I like to do is really press down on the lemon and roll it to get all the juices out. And the big thing with a dressing or a vinaigrette is normally it's 1 part acid and 3 part oil, but mine is equal parts because I like things to be extra citrusy. So we're gonna put a whole cup of lemon juice right into here. And now we're gonna add a whole cup of olive oil. Yes, olive oil. Don't use that cheap stuff for this. You want to use a good olive oil. This is a dressing. It's not getting cooked. This is the best time to use an extra virgin olive oil because this is when the olive oil taste is gonna come out. This is when you really wanna use your fancy olive oil that's been sitting there waiting to be used. All right, let's get blending. So you see the ice helps the dressing become that creamy color. I'm just gonna give this a quick taste. Yeah, it's citrusy. You can taste the sumac. There's enough salt in there, but also there's enough olive oil. And what's great about this is that you can keep it in your fridge for up to 2 weeks. Let's talk about a Middle Eastern salad staple, fatoush salad. I'm gonna make a fun version of this with no lettuce. The reason why I came up with the idea of not using lettuce is because here at Eddie's Grocer, we had to make salads that could sit in the fridge for 2 days. So we didn't want so much waste, and lettuce gets so soggy. So we decided to switch the lettuce with chickpeas. And it adds a protein aspect to things, but still keeps it vegan and gluten-free until you add the pita chips, of course. So we are gonna start off with 1 can of drained chickpeas right into here. Just a regular cucumber. We're gonna cut the ends off, and then I'm gonna slice this in half, and then into quarters again, and cut it at a oblique. Now the tomato. So what I like to do is to kind of keep the liquids out of the tomato, is kind of chop around so we're not using the center of the tomato where all the seeds are. And we're gonna do these into large cubes. So I want to show you our dressing. Now look at that layer right there, that pink. So that's the lemon on the bottom, and it's kind of, the sumac has dyed the lemon to become pink, which, you know, my favorite color is pink, so this makes me happy. So I'm gonna take a end of the spoon and just to twirl it on the bottom, to kind of really get everything back together. And now I'm gonna drizzle this right on top of the salad. And you see how beautiful that pink sumac dressing brightens up the salad. All right, so the topping of the salad is pita chips, but I like to make my pita chips a little differently. So we're gonna use the thicker pita, and we're gonna use scissors and cut them into strips. It's a funny thing, when I moved to America, all salads had croutons, especially at Olive Garden. I then realized each country and each culture has their own type of crouton, and I would say that pita chips are kind of our crouton for salads. I'm going to oil our sheet tray, just like that, and then dump our pita chips right on the sheet tray. You always want to evenly spread them so they get baked evenly. Now we're gonna pop these into the oven for about like 5 to 6 minutes, I would say, but make sure you keep a close eye on them so they don't burn. All right, so our pita chips are ready. You know, at the grocery here, our oven is a little spicy. It takes things to the next level. So that's why I was saying, gotta keep an eye on them, because I feel like I let mine go for an extra 30 seconds and you get them a little dark. But anyways, I'm gonna take them right off of the sheet tray. And I like to do this with my parchment paper, like a scoop them right onto the plate so they can cool down. So the salad is ready here. We've got our pita chips. So all I'm gonna do is take some pita chips and kind of garnish the salad with it. And believe me, if you're trying to get your kids to eat salad and you can't, just add some of these pita chips on top, and believe me, they're gonna definitely eat the salad. So I'm gonna dig right into this. Wish you could taste this. Like, the lemon vinaigrette adds that citrus to it, but then the sumac takes it to the next level, and it's already absorbed so much of the vinaigrette. And I think the longer it sits, the better it gets. You can add a fish to this, some chicken, anything you want, and you've got literally a full meal. And if you don't eat this whole salad, you can save it for the next day because it's not gonna wilt because it doesn't have lettuce in it. So overall, I would say this is a must-try salad for your next picnic or if you have some friends coming over. I hope that you learned a few things today about sumac, how to use it, making a sumac dressing, making a salad, spicing up your food with that citrusy, zesty, lemony sumac goodness. And on that note, I'm gonna sprinkle a little in my mouth. If you enjoyed today's recipes and video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon.